Welcome back to Old Head Reviews. I'm your host, Joey Sparks. That's two E's, no Y. You heard me, that's two E's, no Y. And in this video, we're gonna be discussing Nope, Jordan Peele movie. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Remember, we're just gonna talk about what we saw and leave all that other stuff off to the side. Before we get started, if you could, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Help me go up in the algo though. You heard? What do I say about this movie? Yo, I liked it. I didn't like the ending. Here's why. God, was this thing shot amazing or what? Like, I mean, super well shot. And then on top of that, the acting, bar none. OJ, actor, what's his name? David maybe? Daniel or David, I can't remember. OJ, his acting was phenomenal. Kiki, she did a really good job. At first, I think her character was supposed to be irritating, so I guess she did her job on that. But then, like, towards the end, you get to grow to love her, right? They start off the movie and the dad dies. And if you know anything about me and, you know, my father, like, a dead parent is a good way to tie me in and press my emotional button all in the same move. And then they had this really great setup because at first you're kind of thinking aliens and then you find out, no, it's a creature. Oh, by the way, if you this far, whew, spoilers, I probably already put it up there, but just in case, you find out it's a predator. It's not really like an alien, if you will, right? And it like kind of hides in this cloud and stuff like that. Man, I love it. And then I was riding with it like in the second act. This movie was so good, totally original. Everyone normally goes towards the alien move, and then for this to be like an animal, like a predatory animal, top notch, bro. I love how, like, you know, like unorthodox OJ is, because, you know, like his pops used to do all this stuff. They're a Hollywood, you know, horse ranch, and his dad was the one who usually spoke with the people and, you know, had all the good relations, knew how to work the animals on the movie set. And then you can just see OJ, he's just not ready to do it. Plus they're broke, so they got, you know, they got to make some moves. And so then when they think that they're trying to find a UFO, then that's when this like metaphor for where we're at in our world kind of comes into play. I think they focus on, you know, like how now we are in such a society where we'd rather have our phone out to collect images of the danger instead of saving ourselves from the danger. And that's pretty much, in my opinion, the underlying theme of this movie here. And I thought some of the plays and the cues were really even well done, even towards the end when there was the director guy and he was willing to get that final shot, you know, to get the claim to fame for getting that ultimate shot while willing to risk his life and ultimately losing his life. Just wasn't smart, bro. Just wasn't smart. And then, but like some of the setup was so dope, like not looking him in his eye, and you know, the sound design of this movie, whew, just rumbling. I wish I would have saw it in the theater. Could you imagine hitting when that thing was on top of it? They also had like a beeline story that I kind of felt was kind of more backstory on part of the main story, but almost maybe not needed, but it was really cool. The whole Gordy section of the movie, the ape that went crazy during the sitcom show. And then, what was his name? Forrest? I can't remember the Asian brother's name. Anyways, he was the child actor on that show, and he kind of witnessed this crazy, and I think that's how they opened up the show. Yeah. And I understand they're tying, you know, how that monkey went crazy versus how this new predator air cloud predator can go crazy just the same. Like, you know, like they live among us, but you hear something any second, any pop, boom, just like the balloon on set that triggered Gordy, foreshadowing for the way the main one died, the cloud alien. I think those were really, really great concepts, and they make for a great, like, you know, like something to talk about, you know, like a thought piece, something that you could discuss. But when it got to the end, it was so circumstantial for the win that's when I start to lose, you know, credibility for it. It's like, I loved their trap they set up with the little car balloons, the little blow up balloons. They kind of created a perimeter so they could kind of see where this ghost was gonna be at while they're, not this ghost, this alien, this creature, this cloud creature was gonna be. And then they could kind of monitor it so they could keep tabs on it. And then out of nowhere, circumstantial, a TMZ reporter comes in on a motorcycle. This is where the third act starts to fumble for me. He comes in, he's crazy. He wants to go get, you know, footage of it. He drives his bike on down the road, and then he ends up ultimately dying. And then without him being there, they wouldn't have had the motorcycle for Kiki's character to then save the day. And then and then I kind of wanted OJ to be the one to take it down because, you know, like he needed the redemption for his father. He needed, you know, like he was the owner of the ranch. I felt like he was the leader of this thing. I wanted him to take charge, and then Kiki pulls him away. So like, once again, when I want that satisfaction of, you know, my main hero doing the dirty work, you switch it on me and give the side character more weight than they should hold. And this ain't got nothing to do with, you know, her being a woman and him being a man, but it was like, she was a side actor, it felt like, you know what I mean? Like she was in there with him in the plot with him, but like her lackadaisical and her comedic relief kind of made you stay with more on the serious tip with OJ. And so then when Kiki rides off on the automatic motorcycle and takes the attention and it starts to open up. Now, earlier in the film, they established that it won't attack nothing with them flags on it. But yet the main thing that took it down had 4. I saw her unhitch 3 of them, but we gotta assume there was 4 different sets of flags, or maybe they're not. Let's just say 3. Hell, there was 3 different flags coming off this thing, and it still decided to eat it. Now, was it filled with helium and it could have popped? Possibly, I guess. I don't know. The thing ate barbed wire. It ate all kind of metal shit and then just spit it out. A wheelchair. It ate a wheelchair, but then the helium-filled balloon is too much for it. That's what I felt like was, once again, you're breaking your own movie's logic, which is it won't eat the flags, right? And then it's tough enough to swallow things, you know, like at least chew on some barbed wire and spit out a wheelchair. But now, you know, like a helium-filled balloon is too much, and it just blew open the guts of this thing, which also kind of look like balloon pieces too. Now, it could be just me nitpicking, but this is what I call the M. Night Shyamalan effect. This is the M. Night Shyamalan curse, right? Is when you're doing suspense thrillers, which aren't really horror genre, suspenseful thrillers. Great premise, second act, I'm with you, I'm riding with you. I'm seeing how you tying everything in. A little slow on the Gordy part, but like, I'm with you. And then we get to the third act and it's like, how do we figure it out? I don't know, kind of like this. I hope it works good, but the middle was so good, we got to put it out. I don't care if the third act don't totally curl all the way over, like a bad curl, like, but to me, maybe I'm nitpicking, but I need that story completion. I need that fulfillment. And I just, as much time as I sat and invested in these characters, I just felt like that was kind of a weaker payoff. being not the person I wanted to see do the winning, and then the method of winning against the Predator seemed to go against the own movie's logic. You tell me if I'm tripping. I don't know. I could be tripping. What do you think? This is a good time that we discuss it down in the comments. Have you seen it? Has it been a while since you've seen it? Do you need to revisit and then come back and then discuss with me? Or have you not seen it and then need to go see it and then come back with me and discuss? I'm not sure, but either way, this video will be here for you, as well as that subscribe button. You can hit that anytime. But in closing, you know, I don't like to kind of rate things, but you know, like I was almost full on, that's a great movie. But now I'm just kind of like, it's a good movie. You know, it's a good movie. I'm not mad at it. It just didn't have that crescendo at the end that's gonna make me give my full stamp of approval, if you feel me. But hey, man, that's my review and take on the movie Nope by Jordan Peele. If I had to rank his movies so far, Get Out, obviously top. These two battling it out. This one, the last two, you know, Us and this one has symbolism, right? And I think in his head, he's like, yo, I'm gonna be known as having the symbolism underlying, you know, with all my suspense thrillers, and that's gonna be my bag. But don't forget, you gotta finish the third act with a, it's gotta come through. You can't just go, yo, I create thought-provoking, and then if you didn't like it, it's on you because you weren't thoughtful enough. No, I'm thoughtful. I saw all the connecting pieces, or the pieces that tried to connect as a puzzle. Even the slow, Gordy stuff that I think is not even slow. It was entertaining, but did it really have that much bearing on, I'm sorry, the Asian brother, when he died? Maybe because he kind of seen, you know, he had that traumatic experience, and maybe he's seen, you know, a wild animal snap before, and so he was creating buddy. But think about him. He was probably about to blow up as a child star, right? And then this tragedy with this onset 8 going crazy skewed his life, that now he's performing in front of 47 people. Performing in front of 47 people. So now he gets this opportunity to kind of claim to fame, maybe. But I mean, I think anybody broke out there would have did it. You wouldn't have had to give me a backstory about that. And yeah, that kind of ties into, you know, the monkey snapping and this new Predator snapping, but don't put this guy in it. This guy had nothing to do with it, in my opinion. That's my humble opinion, bro. Well, what's your opinion? And that's what we're here for on the Old Head Reviews. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I have been reacting to all of them. And actually, I think from now on, I'm going to take a comment from my previous video and discuss it on the next video at the tail end, if that makes any sense. I probably should have did it on this one, but we'll get to it on the next one. So make sure you leave a comment for me, okay? And it helps me go up in the algo though, right? That is my review for Nope by Jordan Peele. This is Joey Sparks, Old Head Reviews, and I'm out. Peace.